About to go. Hey there, Lens Legends. Welcome to another episode of the Portrait Profit Show, where we focus on the business side of photography. I'm your host, Jim Landers, your guide on the business side, and it's my mission to uplift portrait photographers to make a great income doing what they love. Each week on the Portrait Profit Show, you get tips and systems on the business side of photography designed to help you gain a mastery over marketing and sales, reducing the struggles that most photographers face so you can finally get what you deserve. The show's for photographers who feel they've got something to learn on the business side. So if that's you, welcome to the Portrait Profit Show. The Portrait Profit Show is brought to you by Digital Pro Lab and Landers Photography School. For Digital Pro Lab, Amanda and her amazing, wonderful team, put that up on the screen there. And man, if you haven't worked with Digital Pro Lab, you need to. The people that Amanda hires are fantastic people. They go out of their way. They're career people. They are doing this because they love doing it. And it really shows. It makes you look like a hero to your clients. But let's say you haven't printed. Maybe you're just doing digital files. It's intimidating at first. But because of how smooth the process is going to be, because you're going to be giving clients something more than what they can do themselves. They can already do digital files. So do more than what they can do. Just a suggestion, because I mean, if you're a professional photographer who doesn't print, there might be a very specific reason. And there's times when that's appropriate. For instance, event work, maybe there's no need for printing, but let's say you're a family portrait photographer. If you don't know how to print, you're not doing anything more than what the client could do for themselves. So therefore, in being a professional, I think you should take that extra step, at least learn how to do it, not be just equivalent to what the client can do, a bit more. But working with Digital Pro Lab makes that so easy. You're going to wish you had done it a long time ago. Amanda and her fantastic team are going to make you feel good. They're going to make your work look fantastic, and your clients are going to look at you like a hero. I also want to tell you that we put the address up for Digital Pro Lab. It's easy, digitalprolab.com, digitalprolab.com. And other sponsored, well, that's me, Landers Photography School. I teach both the photography side and the business side. And lately I've been doing a lot more on the business side, but I do still teach both. And so if you're local to the photography side, I can teach. If you're not local to San Antonio, then the business side is, well, wherever you have an internet connection, because we can talk via Zoom. So go to landersphotoschool.com to get more information about Landers Photography School, and know that there are a lot of classes. There's 250 different titles that I've written, some as short as an hour, some as long as 18 hours. So there's a lot of content that we can go over with you to help you reach wherever it is you're trying to go. So reach out to me at landersphotoschool.com or take advantage of my free business assessment consultation. And you can do that directly by going to my calendar, and you see that on the screen, the URL for it, calendly.com/photoschool/15MIN. So do a screenshot of that, because I'm going to take that off the screen here in just a second. All right. I want to encourage you to make comments and ask questions. I check them. Now, not all of them actually go to where I can see them, but most of them do. So ask questions as we go along. Comment, share things that you've experienced, because your experiences can help others. And when someone else shares theirs, their experiences can help yours. So I highly suggest that you comment and ask questions as we go. I also want you to click that like button and click that love button each time that you hear something that you like or love. Now, speaking of the comment section, I want you to go there right now and enter in hashtag live. If you haven't done that already, enter in hashtag live. I can see a couple of you have done that already. Thank you for doing that. And this tells me who's watching live and where, because we are simulcast to different places: Facebook, Instagram, LinkedIn, YouTube. So for those that are watching it live, enter in hashtag live. Those who are watching the replay, please enter in hashtag replay. Go to the comment section and enter in hashtag replay. I also request that you share the Portrait Profit Show. That's how people find out about it. You found out about it because someone told you about it. The next person finds out about it because you told them about it. Click the share button. It's really easy. Let other photographers know that this show exists and it's uplifting all photographers. You know, running a promotional campaign feels like, if it's done right, waking up from a nap. But instead of being on the comfortable couch all of a sudden, but if it feels like all of a sudden being on a comfortable couch, you're on a roller coaster, blindfolded, unexpected, maybe exhilarating, but full of hard turns, exciting, and if you're not prepared, you wind up feeling just a bit queasy. Now, if that sounds familiar with some of the promotions that you have run, well, strap in, because we're about to turn that wild ride into a scenic tour by train that'll have your business going smoothly down the track. Now, let's define what a promotion is, or a promotional campaign. It's the same thing. A promotional campaign is a strategic marketing effort designed to reach specific business objectives within a specific or set time frame. It's a coordinated series of promotional activities that could include increasing awareness, generating interest, driving action. So what action would it be? It would be sales, bookings. Maybe it's for a specific product. Maybe it's for a specific service. Maybe it's just to uplift your brand and make people aware of it. So this might look like a limited discount on portrait sessions. It may be a special package deal for wedding bookings. It could be a giveaway contest to attract new followers on social media. Maybe a charity event where a portion of the proceeds goes to a cause. There's a whole lot more that it could look like. That's just so I can give you an idea of what this might be. Let me give you 4 key elements of a promotional campaign process. It includes planning. I'll put up a visual. It includes planning, which is a specific goal or objective, a clearly defined target audience, a compelling offer or message, and a defined timeline. Then it's the creation. It's creating all the elements, the email messaging, the sales funnels, reaching out to partners, graphic design, all those different lots of things that goes into making a promotion happen. And then the implementation. So this would be multiple marketing channels all working together to reach the goals that you have set out for this promotion. And then finally, evaluation. So that you've got a way to track and measure the results of those actions. Now, to make sure that we're clear on what this lesson is about, making promotions, and welcome to your guide on creating promotional campaigns that will make your competitors wonder if you've got a secret marketing genie hidden in your camera bag. But no, it's just you, because you watch the Portrait Profit Show. You are going to have, as a result of today, you're going to have 10 game-changing steps because I'm about to share them. By the time we're done with this episode today, you'll be armed with a crystal clear roadmap for your next promotion, strategies to make your offer irresistible, methods to convey your brand, tools to measure your success so that you can do a victory dance with your actual data. And you know, whether you're a seasoned pro or maybe you're just starting out, these 10 steps that we're going to cover today are going to help you create promotional campaigns that are not only going to attract clients, but keep them coming back for more. So I hope that you've already grabbed your favorite caffeinated beverage, because I have a lot to share and I'm ready and excited to share it right now. Are you ready to focus on success? Well, let's roll. Now, if this sounds interesting to you, will you go to the comments for me and just say something? I'm ready, or this is going to be good, or I'm looking forward to this, or let me have it. Something quick. Put it over in the comments, or just hit that like button or love button. Let me know that you're watching, that you're paying attention. Step number 1. This is determining objectives. We're going to have clear, measurable objectives that make your promotional campaign have potential for success. Without defined goals tied to your business strategy, you risk wasted effort and inability to gauge results. So let's break this down. What are campaign objectives? These are specific, measurable outcomes that you're after, that you want. The second is they support your overall marketing strategy and align with your long-term business goals. They aren't just a detour in your path, they're part of your path. The 6 key considerations for determining your objectives are: first, the end game. What is your desired outcome? I need for you to articulate what you want to accomplish with this effort, this campaign. The second is target audience. Who do you want to reach? Define who your ideal client is for this specific promotion. It might be slightly different than your description of who it is you work with. It may be a subset of who you work with. It depends on the promotion that you're doing, who it is you're trying to attract. Number 3, the promotional mix that you're going to employ for this. This is how will you reach them. So decide on your marketing channels, such as email, social media, website, whatever it is you're going to use, probably a combination of a lot of them, if not all. Number 4, campaign identity. Give your promotion a name, a catchy, memorable name. But give it a name. Give everything a name that you're doing. Every process that you have, every step you take, give everything a name. It's kind of like giving things a home. For instance, if you put your keys when you get home in the same spot every single time, you will never look for your keys. But some people do look for their keys, and it's because they don't put their keys in the same spot every time. So give your processes, your programs, your campaigns a name. Number 5 is timeline. When will you run the promotion? How long will you run the promotion? What elements are part of the promotion? A timeline. The 6th is the message. Craft a short, simple, and direct message that speaks directly to your target audience. Make them feel heard. Don't generalize this so you think you can grab more people. You're not going to be able to. There's too many people to get the attention of. So be very specific and intentional with who is ideal for this campaign, this promotion. So let me give you some examples of campaign objectives. It may be to gain new clients. It may be to re-engage past clients. It may be to reward loyal clients. Maybe to promote a new service that you have that you're now offering, a package, maybe. Maybe it's to boost sales during what has been in the past a typically slow period for you. So there's all kinds of reasons why you might run a promotion. Your objectives must be smart. Now, you've heard this before, I assume, but this is just SMART goals. So this is including specific. The S stands for specific, the M measurable, achievable, relevant, and time bound. By setting clear objectives, you're not just hoping for success, you're planning for success. This step lays the foundation for every decision you're going to make in your campaign. So take your time and get it right. Let's give you a pro tip. Write down your objectives and keep them visible throughout your campaign planning process and the implementation. This is going to help you stay focused and make decisions that still are going to throughout the process align with your goals, because it's really easy to go off on a tangent. Really easy. Step number 2. Define your target audience. This is like mastering the art of focus in photography. Just as a perfectly focused image draws the viewer's eyes to the subject, a well-defined audience drives your ideal clients to your business. Imagine that you're photographing a portrait in a busy park. With the right focus, your subject pops against a purposefully blurry background. The distractions in that background fade away, leaving only what's important. That's exactly what happens when you clearly define your target audience. Your perfect clients stand out, and the rest, well, they become background noise. Here's the thing. Just as you adjust your focus for different subjects and scenarios, you need to adjust your marketing approach for different audiences. The settings that work for capturing a fast-moving sports event won't be ideal for a serene landscape. Similarly, the marketing that attracts wedding clients might not resonate with wanting corporate headshots. Now, let's talk about how you can bring your ideal clients into sharp focus and create promotions that truly capture their attention. You can make a checklist. You could call it the "Who Are They?" checklist. This is defining who your target market is. So let's play a game of detective and uncover age. Are they millennials who want Instagram-worthy images? Are they boomers looking to capture family legacy? What about location? We're talking about city slickers or countryside lovers? How about income? Are we talking champagne budget or hole in their pocket budget? Occupation, corporate high flyers, creative free spirits. Peek inside their minds. So let's be more like Sherlock Holmes. What is it that makes them tick? Besides a well-timed shutter release, what do they do for fun? Besides admiring your amazing photographs, of course. What keeps them up at night? What do they anticipate for their future? Consider behavior patterns. Watch how they move. Where do they hang out online? Instagram, TikTok, Facebook, MySpace? Okay, probably not that last one. How do they like to shop? Are they impulse buyers? Are they thorough researchers? What other brands do they love? I mean, this is going to tell you about who they are, what they enjoy, and what direction to head for your decision making. So it tells you a lot about their style, and create this client avatar, this client description, bringing your ideal client to life. Give them a name, a story, and make them so real you can almost photograph them. This is an imaginary friend, but it's an imaginary ideal client. For example, let's say this imaginary client's name is Sarah. She's 32. She is a marketing exec, and she just got engaged. She's all about candid and emotional images that'll make her Instagram followers active and involved. She values quality over quantity. She does like quantity, though, and is willing to invest in the perfect wedding photographer who can capture the feels without the awkwardness. And you might want to go into a lot more detail, but this is a 1-hour show. Let's talk about the bullseye approach. Think of your target market like a dartboard. Your dream clients, like Sarah that I just mentioned, is the bullseye, right in the center, what you see here in green. The middle ring, people who are pretty close to your ideal, that you'd still would be good people to work with. Maybe these are Sarah's close friends. Maybe they're her bridesmaids for her wedding. And then that outer ring, see, these are still going to be people who have potential to be ideal for what you're doing. So these are those who are going to be interested. Maybe they're Sarah's friends or her coworkers. But knowing your audience is about focusing your awesome photography powers where they will have the biggest impact. It's not just about understanding demographics. It's about empathy, elevating and enhancing the lives of your clients. You know, for each decision that you need to make in your campaign, ask yourself, how does this fulfill a desire for my client? Or how does this solve a concern for my client? This client-centric approach will resonate throughout your promotion, making it more compelling and effective. You guys, if you're hearing something that you like, will you do me a favor and click that like button or click that love button? And if you haven't already, enter in #live, letting me know that you're watching right now live. I can see quite a few of you have done that already. Yay, cool. Step number 3. Put that one up. There we go. This is some ideas of what types of sales or maybe discounts to consider. And this would be things that you're using to build awareness, keeping what you do on your target's minds so they don't forget about you. For instance, if you're a family portrait photographer, a lot of family portrait photographers do the large family portrait. Now, how often does that client need that? Not very often. So no more than once a year, but most of them are maybe every 3 to 5 years. And so we have to do something to keep those clients on, keep us on their minds. And so this is one thing you might do, just keeping yourself on your target market's mind. It may be to attract sales right now. But you're causing your ideal client to get excited enough to share what it is that you're doing. There are many types of sales and discounts to choose from when planning promotions. For best results, match the strategy to your specific campaign goals. A business-wide percentage off sale may grow your audience, while a new product bundle can increase the sales of a specific item or grouping of items. Let me give you 14 examples of sales or discounts, just so you know what I'm talking about and by the way, I'm not talking about a campaign doesn't need to be any of these. This is just some 14 examples of sales and discounts. So the first one is a BOGO, buy one, get one. The second is a percentage off sale or a dollar value off sale. This could be done with a promo code, with a coupon. Number three, conditional percentage off sales. So buy a certain number of items and get a percentage off, or book by this date and get this special promotion. It could be spend an amount and get a percentage off. So if you go above this number, that's when you get that. A fourth one is scarcity or first come, first serve. So you've got a limited number to sell, and you do have a limited number. You're not infinite. You may not have thought how many you have, but you have a limited number. Number five, loss leaders. Number six, product and service bundlings. Seven, seasonal promotions. Eight, referral discount programs. And ninth idea would be a gift with purchase. Now, it doesn't have to be something that is from your business. In fact, I think it's better that it's not. So a local, if you're working with local clients, a local coffee shop gift card. How about your own branded swag? Lots of things you can do there. The 10th idea is loyalty rewards, where they are doing certain things that cause them to get something from you. Don't make them think about it, though. It won't work. If you make them think about it, if it's too much effort, they're not going to do it. Number 11, special deals on slow business days or business periods of time. The 12th idea is impulse buys, so that they're already buying. There's something you can do to upsell or cross-sell. The 13th idea of the 14 is select group deals. This could be military, seniors, first responders, students, teachers, a lot of different groups. And the 14th idea, there's a lot more than this. It's just 14 that I came up with. First-time client deals. So one advantage of select group deals is that this type of discount does not diminish the level of your brand. Your target market will look at this favorably, knowing that they value those groups too. So be sure to choose the right type of promotion for your specific situation. Consider your target audience, consider your business goals, and the unique value that you offer when selecting your promotion type. It's important to point out that promotions don't always mean a lower price. I touched on that before, but they also include just sharing the new options that you have, sharing time-sensitive offers. And again, an offer does not have to mean a discount. It doesn't mean that at all. It could mean that. It could be quantity limited opportunities. I only have a certain number available. Special or personal projects. For example, imagine you've discovered a beautiful field of flowers and received permission from the landowner to use it for your photography sessions on a specific Saturday morning when the flowers are going to be at their peak. This unique limited time opportunity could be marketed as a special promotion. It doesn't even need a price reduction. In fact, you might be incurring additional expenses, making the promotion cost even more than usual. I mean, when's the last time you went to a restaurant and you looked at their specials? Weren't their specials more expensive? I mean, depends on the restaurant, depends on the time, but we've probably seen both. These types of special offers create excitement and urgency without diminishing the value of your services. They allow you to provide something unique and appealing to your clients. Hey, guys, if this is resonating with you, this is when you go over to the comments section and enter in something simple like, yes, I get it. I like this. Give me more. Thanks. Just go to the comments section. Let me know you're watching. By the way, if you're watching, if you haven't already, you're watching live, enter in hashtag live into the comments section. Step 4, create a compelling campaign content. Create compelling content. Now that we've determined our objectives, defined our target audience, and chosen the type of promotion, it's time to create the content for the campaign. So this step ensures that our message reaches our intended audience, that it's understood, it's clear, and it motivates them to take action now. So I'm going to give you 7 different considerations about creating your campaign content. The first is craft a clear message. Your content should clearly communicate what you're offering and why it's valuable to your audience. Keep it simple, keep it direct. They need to feel like you're talking just to them. Number two, use engaging visuals. As photographers, well, we're preaching to the choir because we understand the power of visual content. At least I think we do, because every once in a while I come across paths with a promotional offer that seems like they're not quite getting that point. Most of us do, though. Use high quality images that showcase your work and, of course, align with your brand and what it is you're trying to promote. Number three, highlight the benefits. Focus on how your offer will benefit your clients. For many businesses, it's what problem does it solve? But for most photographers, that's not what it is. It's more along the lines of how will it make their lives better. And that could be emotional. It is a lot of times. Number four, create a sense of urgency. Use language that encourages immediate action. So phrases like limited time offer, only 5 spots left. These kinds of words create urgency and increase effectiveness of your promotion. Number five, tailor your language. Use words and phrases that resonate with your target audience. Speak their language to build a connection. By the way, I'm going through these kind of fast because there's a lot of stuff to share with you. Just as a reminder, if you've watched this show, you probably already know that there is a handout for every single show, and this one's no exception. If you would like the handout for this show, just enter in hashtag handout in the comments section. Hashtag handout. By the way, there's a few of you who did not receive last week's handout. I will send those again later today. No later than tomorrow. So I am aware that some of you did not receive them. I will send them again. But that's last week. For this week, enter in hashtag handout, and I'll send that to you via direct message. Now, if you prefer to do this via email, then jim@portraitprofits.com. Send me an email, jim@portraitprofits.com. But make sure you send me the title of the episode. So this one is called 10 Steps to an Effective Promotion. And if you just say effective promotion, I'll know. But when you enter in hashtag handout, then it's already on the session's already on that lesson, so I know which one you'd be talking about. But if you send me an email, you might be asking for one that we did 2-3 weeks or months ago, years even. So therefore, please, when you're sending me an email, jim@portraitprofits.com, please reference the title or describe it. Maybe I can figure it out if you don't know the title. So moving on to the next one, number 5, tailor your language. Use words and phrases that resonate with your target audience. So speak their language to build a connection. Number 6, include a clear call to action. What most people will just say a CTA, call to action. Tell your audience what it is you want them to do next. That could be book now. That could be click here. That could be learn more. That could be, there's a lot of things it could mean, but make your CTA easy, make it prominent, and make it compelling. Number 7, ensure brand consistency. Your campaign content should align with your overall brand identity in terms of style, tone, and values. You want to create content that not only attracts attention, but also converts interest into action. Your campaign should tell a story that your ideal clients are so interested that they desperately want to be a part of it. That's when you know that your campaign, your promotion is effective. That's what you're heading towards. You want to create shareable content. You want them to share this stuff with their friends. So the first thing we want to consider is emotional triggers. Craft content that inspires, amuses, or surprises. The second thing to help you create shareable content is visual appeal. Create infographics or short video clips about your offer. The third is user-generated content. To encourage your client, I want you to encourage your clients to share their experiences with your promotion. Let's say that I deliver my images to my clients. I only work with a small area, and so I don't ship my images, my prints. But let's say that you do. I would, as far as user generated content, I would encourage them to do an unboxing, to actually video themselves opening their prints. And there's labs do that. You see that with Digital Pro Lab, how you can see someone how excited they are to see those photographs. Do that for your clients, or ask your clients to do that for you. Number 4, contests. Run sharing contests that with incentives for participants. Got to be careful with contests though. And there's with social media, you have to be careful. Number 5, easy sharing. Include prominent share buttons on all digital content. Make it easy for them. Now, hashtags don't have the same power that they used to, but I still recommend that you use hashtags, because what you want to do is create a unique, catchy hashtag for your campaign, and ask them to, when they do add something to their social media, to hashtag, and it may be just your business name, but use that hashtag strategy. That will cause you, if you're asking them to do something, when they enter in the hashtag, it causes you to be able to search who has done it. So that causes you to be able to track it. It used to be more for marketing purposes, but it's still effective. It's just not the same as it used to be, but it's still good for you. If they don't tag you, you don't know that they've posted something for you. So we need that hashtag, or at least the tag of your name. Next is creating visually appealing promotional materials. There's a few things I want you to consider here, such as consistency. Use your brand colors, or maybe you're choosing some colors to go along with that, but a cohesive color scheme and style across all of your materials. Don't change it up for every single thing that you're doing, because if someone sees it in multiple places, I want them to have that initial reaction of, I know that, I've seen that, because it usually takes multiple touches until someone actually does something. So you want to increase that awareness. Number 2, of what helps to create visually appealing promotional materials is high quality images. You're showcasing your best work that resonates with your target audience. You want a clean design, so you're avoiding clutter. You're using white space effectively. You want to choose readable fonts. So this is typography. You want to choose readable fonts that match your brand aesthetic and keep that consistent. You want to have an emotional appeal. This is an emotional product. Photography is. So select images that evoke that emotional desired response that you're after. And next is a call to action, making buttons and links stand out with contrasting colors. Another is mobile optimization. You want to ensure that if you're putting some of these marketing or promotional materials on your website, you want to ensure that all visual elements look great on small screens, because that's how a lot of your interaction is going to happen. Now, it depends on your target market. You need to figure that one out for yourself. But no matter what, there's going to be people who are looking at it on their cell phone. So make sure that it looks good here on this screen. And the next is branding. You need to incorporate your logo and brand elements subtly but consistently. Now, something I don't think you should do is put your brand big, your logo big right in the center of the page and everything else under it. You care a whole lot more about your logo than anyone else does. No one hires you because they think, oh my gosh, that is a fantastic logo. I've got to hire that guy. it doesn't work that way. Your logo should not be top and center. It's not that important to your client. All the other stuff is. It should be visible. It should be there somewhere, maybe small and at the bottom, maybe over at the top right corner. It needs to be out of the center. It is not the most important thing. But do incorporate your logo and your other brand elements into the promotion. Do you guys have other thoughts that you've considered, other things that you've done? Share them with me. Put them in the comments. Share your stories in the comments. Let me know. And if you haven't already, enter in hashtag live, letting me know that you're watching live. Step number 5. We're at the halfway point. Harness the power of scarcity. Scarcity can be as powerful in driving client action as perfect lighting is at helping to create a mesmerizing image. It builds excitement and it creates demand by making your offer seem personal or exclusive. When a client feels an opportunity is limited, they're more likely motivated to act now, which is what you want. Let's explore how to effectively use scarcity in your promotions. The first would be with limited inventory. Only 10 spots available with our Sunset Beach mini sessions. And be transparent about the number of sessions or products that you have available. This is, you don't have an endless amount of time. You have a specific number that you could reach. So tell them. Maybe you have a slightly smaller number that you tell them if it's a lot, but tell them how many spots that you have available. That will cause them to act now because they don't want to miss out. You've heard of the fear of missing out. I'll bring that back up here in just a moment. FOMO, fear of missing out. Number 2, time-bound offers. 48-hour flash sale on all headshot sessions, appointments this weekend. Be careful. You know what? Be specific about start and end times, and maybe even consider using countdown timers. I may bring that up again, countdown timers. Number 3, exclusive access. Early bird pricing for our newsletter subscribers. You could give those who are not yet on your email list the opportunity to join your email list. And this could help grow your email list or your social media following. By the way, if you don't have a database with your clients' names and contact information, I don't know if I can consider you a real business. You have to have that. This isn't keeping a data. Most of you know this, but I do cross paths with a lot of people who do different things, and they're all good things. They may not be the right things for them, but they're good. But I've crossed paths with a lot of photographers that do not have a database of the clients that they've worked with before, or those who are interested in working with them so that they can send out information to them regularly. Guys, that's how you build a long-term business, is by collecting that information. The people you've worked with, the people who are interested in what you do, sending them information regularly, they've already raised their hand. Why are you ignoring them? How rude. They already told you they were interested and you're not reaching out to them? Come on. You have to. You have to have a database. You can have it something as simple as Excel file, but there's programs out there for it, and they're not expensive. Now, if you don't have any budget at all right, you can use Google Sheets. That's a free Excel type program. But you do something. Collect all of the people you have worked with, collect their contact information, and collect those who are interested, their contact information, and incentivize people to raise their hand. About seasonal or event-based scarcity. Book your fall foliage sessions now. Leaves are turning fast. Depending on where you're at in the world, that might not be true, but depending on where you are, that one would work. You can come up with your own. Tie your offer to, in this instance, tie your offer to a natural event or seasons with inherent time limits, so that when you give the time limit, they're like, yeah, that makes sense. I'm used to that. For instance, if you're in Texas, and a lot of the people that watch this show are in Texas, once a year we have a phenomenon that it seems like a lot of Texans like to participate in, and that's family portraits or individual portraits or couple portraits or kids portraits in the bluebonnets. Now, make sure you're not trampling the bluebonnets when you do this, because you need to make sure that, you're responsible for your clients. You may think, well, that's the kids, that's the parents' responsibility. That's your responsibility. You have to preempt that before you even step into that field. Do not run around trampling them. Other photographers are going to be using it, and you would appreciate the ones who came before you to be kind and thoughtful. So you be that kind and thoughtful person. But we know in Texas that we have only less than a month to be able to do these. 2 weeks is ideal, and we don't necessarily know exactly when it's going to happen, because it's got this range of time, but it doesn't necessarily start at the same point. And in different areas, it's already started. In other areas, it hasn't happened yet. So we've got this period of time in the fall, about the second week of March, when things get great with bluebonnets, and then they're gone. So it's really easy to miss. The fifth one I want to mention is limited edition products. For instance, only 50 aluminum prints available at this special price. This is effective for promoting a specific or a limited quantity product, or a unique photography service and special project. For instance, if you have access to a building, but it's only for a short period of time. Maybe they're doing renovations, and you're able, the owner, and you're able to get in before the business or family moves in, and so that you can use it for a real short period of time. This makes it a fantastic promotion. Why do things like this work, though? It's because people tend to value the things that are unique or difficult to obtain. And I'll bring this back up, FOMO, the fear of missing out. This is a powerful motivator for quick decision making, which for a promotion, you want it to be quick decision. You're not trying to nurture anything. You're trying to get a quick reaction. Nurturing is a good thing for business, for long-term business. But that doesn't mean you're always doing that, and that's always the thing that you're after. Now, there's times when you want people to act now. Now, you've got to have an ethical use of this. So when you're using scarcity, you have to do it honestly. So don't create false limitations. Don't exaggerate scarcity. I mean, your reputation depends on your integrity. So don't make mistakes there. Have a real number that you're working with. You want to clearly communicate real limitations on your offers without creating any artificial scarcity or anything because that goes into the pressure tactic. And that's not who you are. Creatives aren't the people who put pressure on others. At least that's not their intention. How someone receives something, that's different. But your intention is not pressure. You're not putting on pressure tactics. But what you do versus what someone else does, they may look at what you're doing, or you may look at what they're doing as a pressure tactic. So make sure you're consciously aware and not going that direction. The goal, it's just simply to create a win-win situation where your clients feel they've secured a valuable opportunity and you are meeting your business objectives. In your campaign messaging, you're emphasizing the unique or limited nature of your offer, but always balance this with the value that you're providing. Scarcity should enhance, not replace the core appeal of your services. You guys hearing this? Are you getting something out of this? Tell me in the comments. Let me know. You can just say, yes, I hear you. I get it. And if you're just joining me, enter in #live, letting me know that you're watching live. Next. Oh, I should mention again, if you want today's handout, this is the same as always, but just in case you're unfamiliar, enter in #handout in the comment section. #handout. Or just send me an email, jim@portraitprofits.com. jim@portraitprofits.com, and make sure you reference the title when you send me an email. the title of the episode. And this one is 10 steps to an effective promotion. And you could just write effective promotion. Number 6, amplify urgency with countdown timers. A countdown timer is your visual ally in creating a sense of urgency. Now, I don't recommend this always, and depending on what you do, it's not a good idea. But on a lot of websites, this is a dynamic way to show that your offer has a definite expiration. This promotes quicker decision making. It causes the clients who are most ideal to do something, to act now, to make things happen. So the key benefits are visualizing a limited time nature of your offer, the creating excitement and anticipation, encouraging immediate action, keeping your promotion at the forefront of clients' minds. And you want to do that with maybe a landing page that's prominent. So you place this animated timer front and center on your offer page. Ensure that it's mobile responsive for those who are looking at it with their phone. So make sure that it's not just working on one place, it's working on all places. The second is email campaign integration. Include a live timer in your promotional emails. Update the timer in the follow-up emails to show that time is running out. You could do a social media countdown. Use a platform-specific feature like Instagram's countdown sticker. Post regular updates, 48 hours left. Last chance, ends tonight. You could do a varied time frames. Long-term, maybe weeks. You build anticipation for an upcoming event, an upcoming launch. Or a short-term one where it's just days or hours. You're creating urgency for flash sales. Not flash as in, and I don't have one handy, not flash as in the off-camera flash or the flash you might put onto the an accessory flash you might put on the hot shoe on a camera. Nope. Flash meaning quick or now. You want to combine that countdown timer with compelling visuals. Maybe a slideshow of your best work that changes as the timer progresses. The timer is just a tool to highlight the limited availability of your exceptional promotion. So that was step 6. Let's move on to step 7, capturing your audience's attention. No matter how good your promotion, there are lots of other companies with promotions going on at the same time. So your promotion need to shine like a diamond. Yes, I realize those are lyrics to a song. I'm not singing it. Your message must be magnetic, compelling, and impossible to ignore. You guys know I use that magnetic marketing comment all the time because I want what you're creating to attract those who want what it is you do, and I want them to repel those who don't what it is that you do. We want this kind of thing going on. Our goal isn't to collect everybody. Come on, everybody, come on in. You can't handle everybody. Let me give you 5 strategies to help make your offer stand out. I recommend a pre-launch buildup. Now, that means you've got to do a lot of planning to make that happen. But you should. Pre-launch buildup. That's the first. You're creating anticipation with teasers on social media, on your website, in your emails. You're sending a coming soon email to your email list. You could offer exclusive early access to your most loyal clients. Your VIPs, very important patrons. By the way, you are an artist, and those who purchase from artists are called patrons. So VIP to an artist is very important patron. How about influencer partnerships? Have local influencers hint at your upcoming offer. You probably know some. Make sure they're within your target market, though. Maybe there's a mystery element. Keep some of the details under wraps to pique curiosity, where you say, and I've got some pretty special stuff I'm going to be sharing with you, but not yet. I'll tell you in a week, or however it is you want to describe it. But create unique visual theme for your promotion, perhaps a new logo for the promotion itself. Not a new logo for your business, a logo for the promotion, or a striking image series that signals this is something special. You could do a strategic communication blitz, increase email frequency, or on launch day, or maybe you're making a morning announcement and end of the day reminder. Boost social media posts 2 or 3 times daily during the promotion. And when I say boost social media posts, I don't necessarily mean the Facebook boost. I haven't really found that to do anything. Maybe more people are seeing it, but who's seeing it? Are they my target market? I don't know. Countdown posts. Use daily posts to build excitement. Now, this isn't a countdown timer. This is a countdown post where you're saying this happens in 5 days, and then tomorrow it happens in 4 days, and then 3 days, and you know how that would go. So countdown post. Use daily posts to build excitement as launch day approaches. Use stories and live videos for behind the scenes glimpses. You could do, here's another one, craft irresistible headlines. You want to invoke curiosity, maybe. You could say, the hidden gem in our new portrait package. Or you could do one that creates urgency. 24 hours only. Our most requested session is back. You want to appeal to their emotions. You could say, wedding special only for hopeless romantics. Number 4, digital specific strategy. You could leverage social media algorithms by creating a series of related posts. You could use Instagram stories or Facebook lives to give a behind the scenes look at what it is that you're doing. You're going to tie that in with lots of different things, like a dedicated landing page to optimize the conversions of those who are interested. You're going to implement pixel tracking on your website to retarget interested visitors. Are you familiar with retargeting? Look it up. You've seen it before. You may not know what it is, but you've seen it before. And so as soon as you look it up, you'll know exactly what retargeting is all about. It's an effective tool. Use email segmentation to send personalized promotional messages. Now, there's also something that that a lot of people will call retargeting. And so, I mean, and this tool is just magic. You're going to set up retargeting ads on Facebook and Google, creating ads that remind visitors of what they're missing. Example, your dream photo session is still waiting. 20% off ends tonight. Number 6, smart promo codes. So use memorable codes like Golden 24 for a 24-hour gold-themed session special. And create urgency. Your promo code could be first 10 for the first 10 who book. You could personalize it using client initials and the promo. Now, this one this may take a little bit of extra work, but an example, let's say that you have a repeat client whose name is John Doe. You could put JD_VIP as their promotion code and only send it to them. And maybe even allow them to share it with others. That way you know who it came from, simply based on the promo code that was used. Be sure to make your audience feel special, understood, excited. Your promotion should reflect the unique value you're offering. And let's talk about personalizing this promotion experience. Here's an example or some ideas, some thoughts to consider. Segmented email lists. If you have an extensive email list, maybe you tailor your message based on past client behaviors or preferences. And in some databases, you tag people with their different interests. And so you're only sending it out to those with a specific tag. You could have dynamic website content showing different offers based on visitor data. AI-powered recommendations using data to suggest relevant services or products. You could do personalized video messages, creating customized video invitations for your VIP clients using products like Marco Polo and there's several of them out there. Not everybody are on these, so you may choose something different, but creating video messages for your clients. Are you feeling this? Do you see some of these ideas that you could implement? Yeah, you're not going to implement them all. Some of them are brand new, so it takes some getting used to. Maybe I went over them kind of quickly, but are you feeling this? Give me a yes in the comments, or click that like button, click that love button, letting me know that you're hearing this, that it has value to you. Number 8 of 10, maximizing value through specific upsells. Upsells provide an opportunity to enhance your client's experience while boosting your revenue, offering additional value that complements their initial purchase, meaning they're already purchasing from you, but you have offered something in addition to that that they could purchase. So if it's online purchase, maybe a one-click option for something else coming up. And timing is everything here. So present upsells after the initial purchase because they're already in the purchasing mode. So if you offer them something, for instance, you've probably bought tickets to an event and they had an upsell for a VIP something that's going on either before or after it. So upsell. Use that a one-click option because you want to make this quick. You want to make this seamless. You want to make this easy. The additions have to be relevant. So offer extended session time. Maybe you're doing mini sessions and you can add 20 minutes of time for just X number of dollars more. Suggest complimentary services. Include a professional hair and makeup session. You could propose product upgrades. Upgrade to our premium album for only X dollars more. You could bundle things that you're doing. So create discounted packages, add a canvas print and digital files for 20% off. For instance, with my prints, I did offer digital files and I did offer a percentage off, a 50% off when they buy a print. And so my digital files are $350 each. Not total for all of them. I don't give everybody all of the work. Not all the work is up to my standard. So there's images in there I'm culling out, but even still, I'm not giving everything because I have to build them up to my standard. I have to do some additional artwork to them to make them the way that I want them. They're buying by the image. It's $350 each for an image. And if they're ordering a print that's greater than $350, then they can have the digital file accompanied with it for 50% off. And so a lot of people took advantage of that. Number 4 is leveraging scarcity. Now, we've mentioned this before, but we're tying this in to this. So limited availability, only 5 extended sessions available this month. That is the upsell. Time-sensitive offers. Upgrade your package within the next 24 hours and receive an additional 10% off. Personalize that pitch. Tailor suggestions based on the chosen package or known client preferences. You can use AI to help you with this or past purchase data if you have it to recommend relevant add-ons. Keep the, at least when you're starting off, keep those upsells to make them small upsells, like less than 25% of whatever their original purchase price is. You're going to have better conversions. You're going to get used to it more when it's that 25% or less. Use visuals to showcase the value of your upsells. So side-by-side comparison so that they can see exactly what it is they're getting. If you have a team, train them to suggest upsells naturally during client interactions. The goal is not to push unwanted extras. It's to enhance the client's experience. Each upsell should add genuine value to their purchase. If what you're doing doesn't fit that description, we'll reevaluate your options because the goal is not to be pushy. The goal is to offer them something they're like, oh yeah, I definitely want that. And if you can't picture how that is going to be their reaction, you've got more work to do because you can't use it in that form. Otherwise, it's pushy sales. And you can't be that slick, pushy salesperson, mostly because you don't want to be. It makes you uncomfortable. Number 9, plan complementary campaigns. These are campaigns where, in fact, these are kind of a secret weapon for maintaining momentum and maximizing the impact of your primary promotion. You can think of them as the supporting cast that makes your star offer shine even brighter. Some strategies to consider are staggered launches. Introduce a teaser mini promotion before the main event. Follow up with an exclusive last chance offer for those who missed out. The second would be a cross-pollination technique. This is where you partner with complementary businesses, makeup artists, event planners, florists. Maybe you partner with an influencer or an industry partner to expand their reach. Another would be content marketing synergy. Develop a blog series or podcast that ties into your promotion theme. Maybe you join someone else's podcast and share what it is that you're doing. Create a behind-the-scenes content promotion that is building anticipation. You want to have a loyalty loop. Offer early or exclusive access to your next promotion for your current buyers. Make those who have already made the decision to work with you feel special. Don't just offer new things. So if you're only offering some kind of a special to those who are new, if that's all you ever do, then what does that do to the clients that who have been working with you for a while, who have taken a chance on you? You're not valuing them anymore. Give them, like in real estate terms, the right of first refusal. Let them know about it before the others. Make them feel special. Create a points system that accumulates across multiple campaigns. Now, this point system could be something that you're doing simply for tracking purposes. It may not be something that you necessarily share with the client. Seasonal storylines. Link your campaigns to broader themes, to regularly happening annual events. Maybe you're creating a narrative that unfolds across multiple promotions. Let me talk about how to implement these things. So you maintain consistent branding across all complementary campaigns. You want it to look consistent. Use each campaign to build your email list for your future promotions. Track engagement across all campaigns to refine your overall strategy. And I want you to keep this in mind. The goal is to create a cohesive experience that keeps your audience engaged long-term, not just for this single promotion. And number 10, that's the last one. Monitor progress and track the results. We've got to see what works and what doesn't. It's not just based on how it makes us feel. It's on what actually is working. Just as you meticulously review your photographs after a session, you've got to analyze your promotional campaign's performance. So let's talk about how to effectively measure and learn from your results. Some key metrics to track: conversion rate. This is bookings or sales generated from the campaign. So you are looking at the number of people who have shown some kind of an interest, or those who have clicked on it, or those who have somehow raised their hand. What percentage of those converted to clients? That's your conversion rate. The second is return on investment. This is revenue generated versus campaign costs. What did it cost to do this promotion? Include both monetary and time investments. Money is something that we can replenish. Time isn't. So it doesn't make any sense not to track the time. You have to do that. We've got to know what works and what doesn't. And if it takes too long, we've got to find out a way to make that more efficient. Number 3, engagement metrics. Email open rates, click-through rates, social media interactions, that would be likes, comments, shares, website traffic during the campaign period. So if you've got a landing page, then it's easy to track how many people actually made it to that landing page versus the number of people who actually purchased something. Those numbers are important. The fourth is client acquisition cost. How much does it cost to get a client? You may think, well, it didn't cost anything. They don't have to pay just to run through that process. They pay just when they're buying something. No, total campaign cost divided by the total number of new clients acquired for that promotion is going to be your client acquisition cost. It's an average. You also want to know your customer, your client lifetime value. You're going to estimate the long-term value of clients acquired through the promotion. At first, that's a difficult thing to do, but you'll get to where that's not difficult at all. You need to have, and you know this, effective tracking strategies. You're using unique tracking links, creating specific links for each platform, email, social media, etc., so you know where these sales came from. Utilize UTM parameters to track source of traffic, UTM. The next is implement promo codes. Use unique codes for different channels or audience segments so you can track which codes are performing best. You know where they are coming from. And then maybe you conduct post-campaign surveys where you're asking your clients directly how they heard about the promotion. You're gathering feedback on what it was that influenced their decision to purchase. You want to have a setup goal tracking in analytics. So maybe use Google Analytics or similar tracking tools, specific actions on your website so you have better knowledge of what's going on. There's a lot of programs for that. The fifth is create a campaign dashboard. Consolidate all the key metrics in one place so you can easily monitor it. Update real time if possible. And there's software for this, but you can do it on your own if you don't want to go that route. But you're looking at analysis and improvement. So you're comparing results against initial objectives. What were you after versus what you got? You're identifying which aspects of the campaign are performing best. You're analyzing any drop-off points in the client journey. You're using A/B testing for future campaigns based on that refinement that you make. Document what you have learned for reference in planning future promotions. The goal is to gather insights that will make your next campaign, your next promotion, even more effective. Each promotion is an opportunity to learn and refine your marketing strategy. So let's do something that pulls us all together. While each step in this guide is important, each step works together synergistically. For example, knowing your audience in step 2 informs your content creation in step 4, which in turn affects how you capture attention in step 7. Keep the big picture in mind as you work through each step, and you'll create a cohesive, powerful campaign. Let me put it together in a different way with a sample campaign. Just describe this to you. I'm going to walk through a hypothetical portrait photography campaign. So let's say the objective is to book 10 family portrait sessions in a certain period of time, a month. Your target audience, let's say that it's young families within a 20-minute drive. The type might be a limited time offer with a unique twist. The content, the theme could be capture your family's story. And you include sample portraits with client testimonials. Scarcity, well, you know there's 10, so 10 sessions available. Countdown, maybe a 30-day campaign with a prominently displayed timer, some kind of attention grabber, a partnership with a popular local park for exclusive session locations. Upsell, maybe a discounted print for grandma. A complimentary campaign, social media contest for one free personal project session. Maybe you're working on a separate thing, a personal project, and you're giving away something for free, or maybe you're taking a certain number of people to lunch, or maybe you're sending a free $10 gift card to a local coffee shop. Complimentary campaign. Tracking. Unique booking codes for each marketing channel. This campaign integrates all 10 steps. Create a compelling offer that attracts attention, engaging the audience, and drives conversions. I'm going to give you one more bonus step. Nurturing long-term relationships. I know I've gone over, so I apologize. Hopefully you have time for this. If not, you can watch the replay. And after your promotion ends, the relationship with your newest clients is just beginning. Turning a one-time buyer into a lifelong client is the goal of any promotion. Here's how to leverage your successful promotion for long-term success. The first is a follow-up survey. Ask for feedback on their experience with your promotion and service. You're going to get testimonials when you do that. The second is a personalized thank you. Send a heartfelt message or small gift to show appreciation. It could be just an email, but I'm thinking more like a handwritten message letter on a note card that has your art on the front cover that you snail mail to your clients. Number 3, exclusive offers. Provide special deals to campaign participants for future services. Not for this one, for future services. Content engagement. Share images from their session in your portfolio or social media. Be sure to include this consideration in your contract. Because if you're going to use their photographs, while it's legal, get permission. Period. Get their permission. They need to know this has the potential to happen using their images in your marketing. They need to know that it has that, but the potential is there. Whether you actually use it or not is a different story, but the potential is there. Let them know. Number 5, referral program. Introduce a referral incentive for your new clients. By the way, we're going to be talking about a referral program in 3 weeks, creating your own referral system. Number 6, regular check-ins. Set reminders to touch base periodically with friendly, value-added communication. Now, I want to remind you there is a handout for every single one of these, and there's a lot of stuff in today's lesson. That's why we went so long. But there's a lot of stuff, and it really helps to have that handout. It really helps to have the handout. And so enter in hashtag handout or send me an email. And I do charge for it, but I do it in an interesting way. I send it to you. I send you the handout without any money at all. I just send it to you. And I send along with it a link to pay for it. If you like it, you want to pay for it, great. If you don't like it, or you don't want to pay for it, or if you can't afford it right now, I still want you to have the information. Still want it to be valuable. I still want you to be able to use it. So therefore, I send it and I don't track it. If you send me back $10, great. If you don't, I'll forget. I won't even remember. So it's totally up to you. But I want this information in your hands. All right, we're almost done. I'm going to share some closing thoughts. I'm going to share some things that are upcoming because there's some announcements to make, some fun stuff that's coming up, some interesting stuff. And I'm going to share with you the next episode of the Portrait Profit Show. All right. Take a moment and put in the comments a takeaway from this training, or just a thank you, or this was interesting, or I can use this. But when you do put something that is, maybe you share a story or some win that you've experienced. I love how hearing what I'm sharing with you is working for you. So it makes it worthwhile to me for you to tell the story. But it's just as simple as a thanks, Jim, is really all you need to write down, or just a yes, I hear this. This is great. Well, Lens Legends, you've just touched on every aspect of an effective promotional campaign. So you ready to make it happen? I think you are. Or at least you're close. I think you're close enough to give yourself a pat on the back, or better yet, hey, take a selfie and post it with that big old smile. You've earned it. Let's recap what we've covered in the shortest amount of words. First, we've set smart objectives. Second, we've zeroed in on your target audience. Number 3, we've explored sales strategies that don't make you feel like a used car salesman. Number 4, we've crafted content that's more magnetic than the items on your refrigerator door. Number 5, we've harnessed scarcity, making your offers more fleeting than magic hour lighting. Number 6, we've made Father Time work for us with countdown timers. Number 7, we've captured attention like a squirrel in a dog park. Number 8, we've mastered the art of the upsell. Would you like fries with that? Number 9, we've planned complementary campaigns that play nicer than siblings do. And number 10, we've tracked results like a bloodhound who's captured the scent. Remember, running a promotional campaign is a lot like photography itself. Sometimes you nail the perfect photograph on the first try, and sometimes you end up with images of your shoe. But with practice, with patience, and maybe a little help from a friend who happens to host a show on the subject and teach classes on the subject, hint, hint, in no time you'll be creating campaigns that'll make your competition's jaws drop faster than a camera with a broken strap. You've got all the tools you need right here in this guide. Add in your amazing your creativeness, and your problem-solving nature, your dedication, your passion, and now you're equipped with the strategies that are so effective. You could convince a wedding party to say taxes instead of cheese and still get genuine smiles. But hey, it is a lot. So if you're feeling overwhelmed, or if you just want someone to bounce ideas off of who won't steal your clients or your secret sauce, I'm here for you. I'd be thrilled to be your personal marketing sensei, guiding you through your next promotional campaign with the wisdom of 1,000 stock photos and the patience of a photographer waiting for sunset. So what do you say? Ready to turn your next promotion into your most amazing marketing effort ever? Whether you go it alone or you bring me along for the ride, I can't wait to see what it is you create. No, go out there and show the world what you've got. Let me share with you some announcements. I want you to bring your gear that you are ready to get rid of and sell. I want you to bring it to Digital Pro Lab on the at the end of next month, nearing the end of next month, on Friday and Saturday. That's October 24th and 25th. KEH will be at Digital Pro Lab. So if you're in the San Antonio area, bring your used gear. KEH will make an offer and buy it, and you can take that money, or you can use that as a credit to your bill or your account at Digital Pro Lab, and they will add 10% to it. Digital Pro Lab will add 10% to it. So free 10%. So it means that if let's say you have they've offered you $1,000 for whatever your equipment is, Digital Pro Lab's got to add another $100. So you have $1,100 in credit to Digital Pro Lab for their services. So fantastic deal either way. So put that on your calendar just to check it out. Bring some stuff by. So that's October 24th and 25th. That's a Friday and a Saturday. Now, that next day, the 26th, is the annual San Antonio Photography Tournament. And so that, if you go to meetup.com/photo-SA, you can get information about that. Meetup.com/photo-SA. Let me put that on the screen. There we go. And that's if you're in the San Antonio area. If you're not in the San Antonio area, but it's too far to go for it. But it's a fun tournament. This is not, it has a name that makes it sound like we're trying to find the best photographer in San Antonio, but we're not. This is just for fun. And so that's what's coming up. Go to meetup.com/photo-SA for more details on that. And I want to share with you that I'm hosting a photographer retreat. I've rented a house that sleeps up to 20 people on the Frio River in Concan. Again, this is in Texas. It's west of San Antonio where I live, and it's for 3 days. So if you'd like a getaway to spend some calm, quiet time with me and a few other photographers, then block off October 17th, Friday evening, until the morning of Sunday, October 19th. So 17th, 18th, and 19th. You need to reach out to me if you have an interest in doing this. Jim at portraitprofits.com, jim@portraitprofits.com. And so they reach out to me if you have an interest in this. I'll share some additional information. This is, a lot of the retreats that I've done in the past have been 1,500, 2,500, 5,000. They've been a lot. This one is not that. This is going to be very lightweight. We're just hanging out. And so the prices start at a probably less than what it would cost to have a hotel for a couple of nights. It starts at $300. So there are things that could cause it to go more, but you could have a weekend with me and some other photographers for just $300. So it's a fantastic deal. But reach out to me to get the details. I'm not going to share them here because there's too much information. It's still not a lot, but it's too much for now. So reach out to me, jim@portraitprofits.com, and let me know you're interested in more information about the retreat. Let's see. I want to tell you about the upcoming shows. Let's see. Where is that? There it is. So you are aware that the Portrait Profit Show happens every single Monday. So let's talk about what's coming up next Monday. On Monday, October 6th, yep, we are already into October. The next session is Monday, October 6th. We're going to be, and I'll put this up on the screen. We're going to be talking about the milestones on the professional portrait photographer's path. This is episode number 240. When you begin your business, you hit a lot of milestones quickly, and they're thrilling, and they elevate your creative energy tank. Things like naming your business. Once you've done that, man, that feels good. Your first professional level camera, your first paid client, your first website, your first social media post. These moments fuel you and they keep your creative energy tank at full. You're excited. But as you continue, those milestones, they happen less often. And without that fuel, it can feel like you have stalled in your business, even when you haven't. So in this lesson, we're going to uncover the many milestones photographers hit throughout their career, especially the ones that you might not have been celebrating. Now, that one is October 6th at noon, 1 week from today. And we actually have all the ones for October already scheduled, but because of how long this show is going, I'm going to tell you just to wait to hear those, because that's going to take it too long. But I want to thank you, Lens Legends, for joining me today. I encourage you to like and share the Portrait Profit Show. And of course, tune in to next week's live stream a week from today at noon. In the meantime, keep learning, keep creating, and keep having fun. Lens Legends, you are making beautiful images, but that's not all you're making. You're making an impact on everyone around you. Some you know, some you don't know, some you'll never know. But you're making an impact on the world around you. You are. So as we end another show, I hope the ideas and strategies we've explored today have resonated with you, so you're able to move forward with confidence. I encourage you to draw strength from the community of passionate photographers who've walked this path before you and who are walking along with you, learning, growing with each and every step. The world is waiting for your unique vision and your ability to touch lives through the power of portraiture. Trust in your talents, believe in the impact that you can make, and let your light shine brightly. Seize today as an opportunity to let your passion soar and make the world a more beautiful place, one portrait at a time. Thank you, Lens Legends, for your time and attention here today. And thank you for the efforts that you make every day to be such a wonderful, amazing portrait photographer. Together, we help each other achieve our goals and make a difference in the world through our passion for portrait photography. So for Landers Photography School and Digital Pro Lab, my name is Jim Landers, and I'm bringing you the weekly Portrait Profit Show. Until I see you again next week, Lens Legends, keep growing, keep thriving, and keep making your long-lasting impact on the world. I look forward to watching you grow. You guys are awesome. Bye for now.